What's good, everybody? I'll just show me back with another episode of Off the Top Show, Spartan Edition. As you see on the screen here, my good brother got the glasses on, Mr. Tony Lippett, aka Lip. What's happening, my good brother?
Swear.
Let's go and hop into it here. Michigan area. Obviously, the football season for obviously our players coming to, let's see here, June, July, beginning of July, camp will be starting. And the next thing you know, we're going to have preseason games. So just to go ahead and throw out a little, I guess, a little odd maker here, we got the Detroit Lions. This is based off of GM predictions that they're minus 250 to make the playoffs this year. Do you think that that is reasonable, or do you think that chances of them are even higher? Should I be bumped up or be?
No, I think it's right where it's at. Those are good odds. -250 mean damn near. That's 10+ wins. That's probably around like 12 wins. I'm thinking. I think they got it right. I think the Lions are definitely. I think the division is going to be tougher for sure. And I
Mm-hmm.
think other teams move forward internally. I'm not saying the Lions move backwards, but losing two coordinators that can change the dynamic of your team, no matter if you got the same personnel or not, because it's different verbiage that's going to be being relayed. There's like coordinators like make moves and they make plays and they make adjustments within quarters, within drives, within plays. And they have been doing that together for like the last 3-4 years with the staff that they had. So now you got a new staff. Now it's new communication. Now when quarterback comes to the line, now when Jared Goff comes to the sideline and he call up, he's gonna be talking to somebody different now. You feel me? So that's different that's different communication. Now he's communicating differently to his center and then to the offense. So those things are definitely going to alter the Lions' chemistry somewhat. I mean, but still having Dan Campbell and having him at the helm, having him as the president of the voice of the locker room, the culture setter, builder. He's going to continue to do that. He's going to continue, build guys up, give guys opportunities to come and showcase their talents. That's with coaches and players, and he's done a great job of that. So I think they definitely double-digit win team, and the odds of them making the playoffs is really fucking good. I'm ecstatic that we at a time right now. We talking about the Lions in the playoffs, and it's like so consistent now. It's like there's it's not even a question if the Lions are gonna make the playoffs now. I love it, boy. I love it, boy. I'm telling you, boy. I was here when we was 0-16. I remember watching like this some bullshit, but yeah, man. So yeah, I think the odds are right with the Lions being a -250 and making the playoffs. I think they should be a little bit higher, honestly.
No, man, which I think they're definitely going to make the playoffs. They're too consistent of a ball club. But it will be interesting. You said one thing that is very important for a team in general, I don't care what sport it is, the communication between the players and the coaches. So that should be something that we should definitely keep an eye on this year. Do I think it's a big, really big thing? Yeah, but do I think it's something that we need to worry about? I think not really, just due to what that team is already, the culture's already molded. So the players know what they need to do. They're going to make the adjustments. Obviously, it's just different verbiage, like you said. So I understand what you.
And another thing that's gonna be tough is I just noticed that the Lions are the ones that play in the Hall of Fame game, so they have an
Yeah,
extra this year. So they play July 1st. So that basically means because when you playing in the Hall of Fame game, that's usually the two teams to start the season. They play in the Hall of Fame game, and I think it's Canton, Ohio,
yeah,
at the Hall of Fame building, campus, whatever. Those guys usually start camp earlier, like probably like a week earlier. So now, if you had to report to camp, like when I was playing the league, we usually had to report to camp around like the 25th. It was always around like July 24th to like the 26th.
mm-hmm.
It was like in that little window right there. Like everybody usually in camp by like July 27th, July 28th. Everybody is in camp. Boy, camp hours, camp days, you already know. But now it's a little different because they're gonna have to arrive there early because it's camp. So now they're gonna probably have to arrive there shit, maybe in like 2 weeks. You feel me? Like for real, like July 10th, around there, they're gonna have to be in camp. They're gonna want you to have 2 to 3 weeks before you play a preseason game or a game or whatever. Or practice, whatever it is. Tough schedule from what I'm looking at as well. The Lions got a tough schedule, but for them to go to the Super Bowl this year and win the Super Bowl and win a division, they're gonna have to play 21 games. And I know starters don't play in preseason games and things like that, but it's gonna be a little different. Add another game, they might want to get some more reps in there because they have an extra game to get more reps. who knows? It's just a different way to play it. Obviously, every year, two teams has this advantage of getting started early, getting your guys in there early, getting the chemistry going early, getting the extra games. Hopefully, this will benefit the Lions in a great way. I say that.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Can't wait till the football season starts, man. NFC North is about to be crazy. Fireworks. You guys about to be balling in that division. We will definitely keep our tabs, obviously, on the Lions in that division as well. Moving on over to Detroit Pistons. Obviously, there's a lot of trade talk that we're definitely going to go ahead and get into. Some big fish, obviously, if we want to KD, but we'll get to that later. We're going to focus on the Detroit Pistons. Doing some of my research during just the week, I thought this was kind of a draft pick that would be a very good fit because I've seen this man play for 3 years plus at Marquette. So they have right now pick number 37. This is just what I've been reading. Shout out to him. He's always done well when I was at Michigan State, articles, things like that. Cam Jones. Cam Jones played at Marquette. And for people that don't know who Cam Jones is, he's a lefty from Marquette. Very crafty around the rim, able to score the basketball, plays well on both ends. And to go ahead and, maybe they don't get a big pick or they get someone that, in the offseason, in this free agency, offseason they're not feeling, they go ahead and get guys like Cam Jones, who is a player, which I feel like can definitely go ahead. I'm not saying start, but he's definitely going to make noise when he goes to the G League. He knows how to play the game of basketball. Anyone that's came to Marquette, they know how to play the game of basketball and they compete.
True.
This is a very solid player. If you can get Cam Jones, that's going to not only help for the future, but for help right now. Because I think he's definitely one of those players that can go and get. Have you seen him play at all? Have you heard of him before?
No, I haven't. What position do he play?
So he plays, I can say he probably can play like the 2 and the 3.
Okay, I was looking up his highlights now. Okay, he scored a lot of points. I see he can score. He's 6'5", 200. Okay, that's a nice little combo guard. And definitely coming from Marquette. Marquette, they produced some stars, honestly. Marquette have probably produced 3 superstars from what I can think of right off the back of my head. That's D-Wade, Jimmy Butler, and Ja Morant. Didn't Ja go to Marquette? No, Ja didn't go to Marquette. Ja went to...
He went to Murray State.
Murray State. They got the same colors. Okay. They got the same colors. So, well, no, 2. I mean, Jimmy Butler and Dwayne Wade. And every time Marquette is one of those teams that's always in the tournament. Like, they always like a good team in the Big East. We always hear about them. They like the Wisconsin of the Big Ten. You know what I'm saying? They always around somehow. They play a certain way or a certain level of basketball. They always around some way. They produce guys that can come in and play. Hopefully this is, another piece to the puzzle for the Pistons. I'm rocking with it.
Yeah, he ended basically with 19 over his ending season. He had 19.2 points, 5 assists, 4 steals, 4 rebounds, and also was 17 All-American. So he was hooping. I think he was Big East Player of the Year as well. In his own year, one of the years. Just watching the games, being from Wisconsin, and seeing what he's done. Low-key a Marquette basketball fan. And obviously goes Michigan State basketball, then it goes Marquette. I grew up watching Marquette my whole life. He's one of the ones. I like his game. I think it's time to all day. For him and the Detroit Pistons, if they do get him, that's what I've been saying. That's what I think. Bless you. I really think that something, I know that they're already in talks, but there are some great players still out there. I think the Pistons can go ahead and get on them. So we should keep up with that and see what goes on. Bless you. Detroit Tigers in the NFC, 49-30. He went ahead and
Deal.
1-2 against the Rays, which is not good, but at the same time, you're still first in the division. You got the Athletics in a 3-game series, and you got the Twins in a 3-game series. You probably, potentially, before you go ahead and face the Nationals, because the Nationals are a good baseball team, I can see them sweeping the Athletics and the Twins. Swept the Twins last weekend. Well, the 3 games prior. Hey, man, they're doing their thing. And hopefully they continue that, because that'd be dope if they go ahead and have that momentum before the football season comes around. So now you got your baseball team deep in October playing for a World Series, and then you have your football team, the same thing competing as well. So Detroit's rocking. That's what's up. It's always dope seeing it.
Oh, still the best record in MLB. Just still 5-5 in the last 10 games though. So that's kind of been a little obviously 50-50, but to go 5-5 in the last 10 games and still be the best team in MLB, American League, and a National League put together. I just think the Tigers are in great hands right now. So they literally like 4 games up on their side. Astros are 45-33. They are 49-30, so they got a little leeway. They just got to keep producing, man. That's what it's about. Keep producing. We all locked in.
Let's move on over to Michigan State football because it's coming around the corner. I saw something on my feed that I thought that was definitely something that needed to be talked about. The Spartan Mag had a Aiden Child interview. Some of the keywords that are good people at MSU content who I've known and since I was in college. They've always made those edits when those edits were popping. And you're like, man, I can't wait to get this photo, maybe get edited. And someone DMs you like, hey, I can edit this for you. And you do it. I thought that was cool. Then he went ahead and posted 2 quotes that I think are definitely something that makes me excited. Looking forward to showing off my personal improvement this fall. And then the other one was, we have a sore taste about different things from last season that we are working towards correcting them. And there's a whole bunch of other ones as well.
Who quote is that?
That's Aiden Chen.
Okay.
And the last one for me that kind of went ahead and made me feel warm about this season was MSU was looking at us as an underdog, but we're used to the chip on our shoulder to push us this offseason. So kind of those 3 quotes right there, me just reading that, I'm already liking kind of where the headspace is with Aiden Childs. We all know last year what we have saw. I think this year is definitely going to be something to where I think we see more leadership, commitment, consistency for him, because that's what we need from him for us to go ahead and get back into bowl games. Really kind of those 3 quotes. How are you feeling after kind of hearing what I already said?
I mean, obviously, he's saying the right things right now. There's no games being played right now, so there's no real pressure to showcase the development that you had over these last this off season. So we don't really know anything now. We'll see in the season. We'll see when the season starts. We'll see like when the games start rolling around the corner. So we'll see the growth there. Like I said, I love what he's saying though. I mean, second year, this will be his 3rd year within this system. Second year at Michigan State, 3rd year within this system. First year, at Michigan State, it probably was a little different coming all the way down from Oregon State. Right, had to learn the campus, learn the teachers, learn the environment, all of these things. But now I'm sure he know where everything is at. You feel me? Like he know where the building at. He know where the Genesis at. He know where the bookstore at. He know where all these buildings are at. He know where things are at. So now he can be able to calm down and relax a little bit more into himself as well as his game on the field. I'm excited to see, man. Like I said, I like the kid, man. I like the kid. I think he has some game. I just think everything be on the other side of consistency with with players. Like with sports, it's really just how consistent you are. How fast can you adjust? You feel me? How fast can you make the adjustments from quarter to quarter, game to game, drive to drive, play to play? How fast can you do that? How fast can you process what you're seeing, utilize it, and already be ready for the counteract from them? Like that's next level of growth within system, scheme, or whatever. So I would like to see his development into the 3rd year of this system. Like I don't want to see you making first year mistakes. Like you know what I'm saying? Like everything, like the fundamentals of this scheme, the fundamentals of this offensive system, you need to be it need to be no mistakes. Like all year, no mistakes. Like, and I'm talking about like pre-snap shit. I'm talking about like play action pass, like making sure you fake the ball the right way. All the footwork, all of those things should be like solidified. Now it should just come down to you making plays, to you completing passes, to you throwing touchdowns, to you throwing first downs first. So, like I said, man, I'm locked in, and it feels like it's been a long time since college football, bro. It feels like it's been a long time since college football. I ain't gonna lie, man. I love me some college football, bro. I love just being able to sit back and watch football all damn day, knowing that it's on all day. Ain't nothing like it, bro. Ain't nothing like it. So I'm excited to watch Michigan State, my alma mater. Hey, man. Go and get that shit done, man. I'm tired of all this talk. Go get the shit done, man. Go win some games. Go win some big games. Go play in some big games. Like, you ain't even gotta go 12-0. I mean, we would love that, but just show up. You feel me? Like, show up. Show up. And we locked in.
So, just got a good feeling about this season. I've talked to you off air about this. Just like everything is like in house, right? Everything is just it's among everybody. When I see that, that means that we trying to figure each other out. Like everybody in the room, players, coaches, my teammate, we're trying to figure out who the ones that really want to do this. Who the ones that want to go and go ahead and compete, bro. Who's the ones that compete? And I think that's what they're trying to find out. And I like that because you got to do that within this process. You have to find the ones that you know that you can rely on and the ones that, you know, not saying you aren't going to rely on them, but they got to be in that position where you can go ahead and see what they can do with it. And
Correct.
things that I've been reading, I think that we are starting, I'll say it, you know, we are starting to crawl to where we're starting to get back to days where we just come out and we compete. Like when you turned on Michigan State football back in the day, you knew that we were coming out there to compete. You didn't care who you were. You didn't care what it was. Anytime of the day, we're going to come out and compete and go ahead and put our best foot forward and win. Because if you want to win, it's on you at the end of the day. You got to do your job. And if it so happens the other person gets you at that time, that's why there's 4 quarters. So let's just play consistent football. Go out there and just do what you need to do. Play carefree. You know your assignments. You know what you need to do. And try to finish to the promised land. This is the year. This is the year to do it, my good brother. So I'm doing just like you said. So can't wait. Cannot wait for just college football, like you said, in general. But I can't wait for Michigan State football. Let's go ahead and do it. Moving on over to the Speak On It segment. Yeah, we have got some things to talk about here. We all know that the Oklahoma City Thunder are now the 2025-2026 NBA champions, winning that 103-91. Jay went out and had 29 points, 12 assists, and 5 rebounds, 0 turnovers. So man had 29 and 12 with 0 turnovers, which is huge. Jalen Williams came on late and wasn't really getting it together early. Chet was doing Chet things. Their breakthrough did what they needed to do. Their role players played well. That's what happened. But then we also know that Tyrese Halliburton tore his Achilles, which is god-awful. You never want to see that to a player. Basically coming out on fire, hitting, what, three threes or 3 or 4 from deep, 9 points within the first 5 minutes. Do I think that that would have changed the game if he was in? Absolutely. If he's in the game, this would have been OT. I still would have thought that OKC would have been pulled out. But I would have never known. Who knew? But that was a complete blow to that team. But at the same time, we talk about playing consistently, we talk about just competing. Indiana still made it a game. Like, it was still an opportunity throughout those first 3 quarters. You're sitting there like, hey, bro, they're still in this. They still can play. They still have an opportunity. But then just look over and say when they close out in the 4th quarter. Talk to me about this game from your perspective. It just sucked that Tyrese Halliburton go down the way he did. You know, it's a part of the game. Talk to me about it.
I remember it was 4 minutes left in the 4th quarter, and the score was it was like just under 3 minutes left, and Nimhard had just hit a 3, and it was 84-94. And I remember seeing when Nimhard hit that 3, and it was under 3 minutes left. I remember looking at the screen like, I think I tweeted right at that moment. I said, if Holly was playing, they would have won this game because OKC never really put it away. Like even the first half, I think they was down by 1. The first half, yeah. The first half they was down by 1. It was 48-47. We got 58-65, 58-67, 60-67, 64-69. You feel me? 66-70. You feel me? Like it went into halftime 68-81. But that's not a large gap. 68-81 going into halftime. That's not a large gap at all. Obviously, Tyrese Halliburton would have changed things for sure because they was lacking offense and they needed offense and they needed a guy that can go out there and cook. First off, shout out to OKC for winning the championship. They've been the best team all year. Barely lost 2 games in a row, literally all year. Played for home court advantage. They played the season all year for this moment right here. Got to a game 7 at home on their own court. So they was comfortable. They got to sleep in their own bed, eat their own food, wake up in their own environment, you feel me, with their family, whatever it was, and not be in a hotel, because sometimes that definitely accounts for, comfort. Man, just shout out for OKC, man. They did their thing. They were the best, like I said, they were the best team all year. This finals run, it was was decent. They played against obviously Pelicans. Against Pelicans, no, it was Memphis first. This Memphis swept. They was weak. They was AC for a reason. Then you got Denver, which was a good series. It went to 7. Obviously, another 7-game series. They won that one against defending champions of a couple years ago. Then you got Minnesota. Everybody hype on Minnesota. Still hype on Ant, Baby Jordan, and all of these things. And they run through them, beat them, knock them off, and then come and play a hot Indiana team. Now, I remember saying I never thought it was gonna go 7. I remember saying, I'm like, bro, I don't see this series going 7 at all. It went to 7, and the reason I think it went to 7 is the same reason that a lot of people wasn't convinced that OKC was the best team this year, because there was flaws in their game that was only going to be fixed with experience, and they don't have a lot of experience. They have a lot of youth. There was, like, if they went up against an experienced team that was healthy and ready to go, like, who knows? Like, who knows if Jason Tatum don't never, get that injury and Boston go on to play in the finals, and now you playing against Boston, a team that can make shots, and they've been the best team too, and they a champion too. You feel me? So it's like now the old champion versus the new. Want to see how that go. It can go either way. So shout out to OKC, shout out to Jalen, shout out to SGA, shout out to Chet. Shout out to the whole squad, man. Got a championship. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it was boring, but I ain't gonna say it was the best. I was watching the game. Game 7 was boring as hell. That shit was boring. Like, one thing I looked at the game. I'm watching the game and I'm looking like, bro, I'm not excited watching, and it's not even the teams. It's not the teams. It's the talent. It wasn't no real crazy championship talent on the court, even including SGA. Think about it. We used to KD, we used to Steph, we used to Brian. You feel me? We used to like excitement, like we used to Kyrie, we used to shit like that. Kobe, Paul Pierce, feel me? D Wade. We used to stars, and this finals lacked stars. Period. It lacked stars big time, and it showed. It showed in the excitement of the game. It showed in the flow of the game. It was just a bunch of hardworking motherfuckers out there, like, not taking nothing away from the players and their greatness and their careers and their life. Bro, I'm an athlete. I know what it's like, but I'm just talking from the eye watching TV. There was no stars out there, and it showed. It showed. So, good. On to the next, I guess. Now,
As well. You mentioned those great names, obviously LeBron, KD, Kyrie, Steph Curry. Game 7, I had tweeted too. I'm like, why is SGA not on the floor for the whole game? Like, this is the last game that you're ever going to play. I understand Westbrooks and things like that. I understand, coach minutes and, just like, bro, this is game 7. Bro. If you want to be arguably the best player, I mean, we saw James being on the court for the whole time. We saw KD be on the floor for the whole time in big games. And I think that's where we went ahead and said, like, there's no, like, stars. I think these young guys don't know what the previous generation was on. Like, if it's games, prime example, this is just me talking. If it's game 7, potentially to go ahead and take this whole organization called the NBA over and make it to where I can go ahead and have it in the palm of my hand, and it's game 7, and I'm able to go ahead and be at the crib, I'm showing my ass. I'm not coming off the floor. I'm doing everything that I possibly can to physically win this game. I'm not saying that they did, but if I want to go ahead and be one of those guys to go ahead and be the face of the NBA, you got to stand on business. You got to do what man would do if he wanted to be the face of the NBA.
and who are you referring to right now? SGA or Tyrese Halliburton?
SGA.
Hold up. You don't think he was on the court? He played 40 minutes. You don't think he was on the court long enough?
I think he was on the court for long enough. I'm just saying, we talk about where we were saying that there's no like guy to where it's like granted SGA was doing his thing. I'm just saying to have your presence felt even more to where I would have just demanded the ball more than he should have had in his hands. I know he had a lot in his hands. I'm just trying to get to the point of being to where that he had an opportunity, which he did play well. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that I think he could have done more. I think he would have been more involved. Granted, I know he has the pieces around him. But I mean, you see other guys that were like, Alex Caruso played great. Don't get me wrong. But like there was moments in the game where it was stalled because those guys were scared of the moment. So if you're scared in a moment like that in the beginning of the game, I don't care if SGA shot the ball every time. That is what I'm saying. You make it the narrative like, yes, I'm willing to will my team to go ahead and win this game. And I'm going to show you early. That's what Tyrese Halliburton was doing immediately. Coming out,
Do
going
you
ahead and shooting whatever he was shooting and made it to where it's like, yeah, no, like, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Because back then, LeBron would have went ahead and made a staple and went and dropped a 60-point game in 70 to make it rememberable. This was just, OKC winning. AD would have done what he needed to do to go and make this rememberable. It would have been like, I'm the best player on this court. Even though we know he's the best player on the court, show that you are the best player on the court. That meaning I'm taking this game. That's all I'm trying to get at. Is that I feel that he should have been more assertive from the jump.
do
Because
you
that
think
game was going the whole time. Like the first half, I don't want to see Wiggins or like literally they had to bring in Caruso for him to go ahead and shoot the ball because everyone was scared to shoot the ball beside SGA. Williams was nowhere to be found in the first half. Nowhere. Because he needs to
yeah.
get in his game, he's trying to get accustomed, this and that. Like if you already saw that, bro, forget about that, bro. Come on, bro. Pick and roll every time because you're either gonna get a foul or you're gonna score. So that's why I just feel that he should have been more assertive to go ahead and listen, I'm the best player on the court because the game was boring to watch. It was boring.
Do you think the injury to Tyrese Halliburton has something to do with like the energy of the game, like because you said like what I'm hearing you probably saying like he wasn't assertive enough, like he didn't showcase his dominance enough. Do you think the injury to Tyrese Halliburton kind of made him pull back? Like I don't have to do. They don't have nobody else that can beat me, so I don't have to go all out. I can kind of just coast and do what I need to do when I need to do it because they don't have an offensive threat that can match me at all for the rest of the game. So do you think he kind of naturally took a step back when he seen Tyrese Halliburton go down and they knew he wasn't coming back in the game? Because this happened in the first quarter. So from the first quarter on, a big injury like that happened. It changes everything about that game. Even the other team, how they play. If I see you go out, if I'm playing a game and I got a corner in the first quarter, we going up against each other, and then I come out again in the second quarter and this motherfucker ain't out here, and I'm looking like, damn, where he at? And he walking to the what's name, you feel me? And I found out he out for the game. It's gonna change up my attack a little bit. Maybe not, maybe not super crazily, but it's definitely gonna change up my attack because I'm knowing I'm gonna have to attack somebody differently now. Differently, especially if you the star. Like if you the star and you out the game now and somebody else is coming in for you, I don't feel like I have to attack you like I attack the star because you're not as good as the star. So I can literally chill and still beat your ass because you're not as good as what just left. So I wonder if that may have, kind of seeped into the stadium, the arena, and it kind of made them kind of not them, but I'll probably say more SGA because you saying SGA. I think SGA played all right. 29 points, 12 assists, 5 rebounds. Shit, he took 27 shots. So it ain't like he lacked shots. He took 27 of them motherfuckers. 12 threes, 12 free throws, 40 minutes. Shit, I think he did exactly what he needed to do. Obviously, we used to him scoring more points than that. 8 for 27 from the field, but it's the final shit. Let that motherfucker go. Shit, I think he played a decent game all around, honestly. That's
He
me.
did. It's just I'm just saying it from a perspective of just how the game started, and I'm with you 100%. Him, how he performed it was good. And it's not bad. It's not where it's sitting here that he played shitty. No, I'm
Yeah.
just saying if you want to be the man of this league, especially in those situations, we've seen the shit play very well. He did. But I'm just nitpicking on the beginning of the game. You are at home. Okay, and I do think that what you said about Tyrese Halliburton going down played a huge factor because he
Yeah.
is their best player. And once they went down, they went ahead and their pressure was already at 100. That went all the way down to like 75 after
Yeah.
he went out the game. Because then that changes the whole perspective of what you said. So I'm going to harp on the first quarter. Like SGA was doing what he needed to do. He found the scene that everyone around him, like Williams, Chet, all of them were still nervous. You got to go ahead and bring in Caruso, and he went ahead and basically like opened up everything because he wasn't scared of them. So then this brings me back to SGA playing well, but now it's just like okay, so now you know what Williams and Chet are on in big time games in the beginning. They got to get warmed up early. With that, and me being nitpicky, I think that SGA, if he was already knowing, I know he took 27 shots, someone didn't go in, but that's just being more assertive and go ahead and get to the basket. I'm being very nitpicky. That's the only thing. Other than that, he played well. KC is going to be a team where they're going to be doing this for a long time. Shout out to them. I just think, granted, I know SGA did what he needed to do. If he went out and did more a little bit in the first half, but he did his thing. Let's move on from the game, and let's talk about this legacy about OKC. What are you thinking right now after them winning this game in their first NBA championship? Are they winning more, or are they winning less?
I definitely think they walk into next year as a top 4 contender to win the NBA Finals next year again. Obviously, they have a bunch of now they got real depth. You feel me? I seen something that somebody said the top 9 guys on the team are signed through the next 2 years with the Thunder, and they all damn near young. The average age of this team was 23 or 24. This has became the youngest team to win an NBA championship in over 40, 45 years, if I'm not mistaken. Heard stats of the last couple of days regarding that. And we always talk about, championships not really pairing them with a young team. Like we always say that young teams are teams that, they're gonna run up against a team with a couple veterans on it that know how to win, and they're gonna fuck around and lose, and that's how they gonna learn how to win, from losing to players that know how to win. But in this case, they have kind of jumped that a little bit. They 3, 4, 5 year window of not, going like Michael Jordan. Before he won his first championship, every 3, 4 years he was out of the playoffs, second round, first round, second round, first round. Like for me, it was a build up. He was losing. He was learning how to win, but he was losing, but he was learning how to win, learning how to win, learning how to, learning how it feels to get to the second round in the game 5. Because all games are totally different. Like that game 3 is going to be totally different from that game 6. And that's that whole, I said what I sent you yesterday regarding the changes to the playoffs. We definitely got to tap into that, because I got some shit to say about that. But I think this can be the beginning of a dynasty for OKC. I mean, they're young. They got an MVP. They got a hungry MVP too. He seemed like a guy that he probably want to go and do it again next year. It ain't like Boston kind of came out this year on some kind of like, we good. We like that. We gonna repeat. We gonna walk through the season. We can do what we want to do type shit. And then you get to the playoffs and you get down 0-2 at the crib, and then you got to play extra fucking hard in games 3 and 4 to make it go back to your crib. I mean, at least the series tied, and now you fucking lose your best player because he's having to play extra fucking hard and put all of this wear and tear on his Achilles, because all these motherfuckers now doing is just playing basketball forever. It's like it's just crazy. But one thing I see with this young OKC team, I don't see a lot of wear and tear with these guys. Like, I don't really see no guys that be like getting hurt like that or be playing a whole bunch of minutes. Obviously, Chet missed a lot of games last year, but Chet finished the season healthy this year. Shit, he played throughout the playoffs, played the last 20, 30 games of the regular season, and shit, helped his team win a championship. So that ain't gonna do nothing but help them benefit them even more. One thing about Chet is I'm trying to see, is he Anthony Davis, or is he Aaron Gordon, or is he Jabari Smith, or is he Evan Mobley? I don't know, bro. I don't know which one he is yet. But right now we're trying to see like what level of star is he? Because you can be a really good player and not be a star. But I think they labeling him as a star, so I'm trying to put him in this category to see what level of star is he. Would you say Aaron Gordon's a star?
A star. Put him in there. Put him
You
as a role
will?
player. I would say he's a role player. I say he's a role player.
Okay, so he's not a star.
He is whatever. He's like underneath super. He's right superstar, underneath superstar, and role player, because he played a lot of big games for that team this year. Played very well, especially in the
Okay.
Oklahoma City Thunder series. He played well in the regular season. Granted, he didn't get the accolades and everything. He played well in the playoffs. He's been a consistent role player for him. But when they need him, he answers. So I put him in between superstar and role player.
Okay. I don't think he's a star. I think he's a good player that has like moments, but he's not a star. I don't think Aaron Gordon's a star. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out where Chet, of those guys that I just named, which one where he fall at. But I think he's gonna get better. So I think they have the pieces. They got the coaches. They got the city to where you ain't shit to do there. They really just gonna be playing basketball and having team dinners at one another's house and playing video games, whatever them young motherfuckers be doing. You feel me? Whatever it is, I do think they're gonna be hungry again. And I don't know. I'm watching the finals this year, and I'm watching the celebration and shit. The shit just look commercial. It just looked like they just kind of going through the motions of, okay, we supposed to be happy because we won a championship. It didn't really look like them boys like really like ecstatic. You feel me? Like the championship don't hit. I don't know. Do the championship hit the same night? Because this ain't the same championship it was 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't the same championship. Like, it meant something to hold up those trophies. I ain't saying it don't mean nothing now, but it hit a little different when I'm watching. I'm just like, man, this shit just look scripted a little bit. Like, even how they celebrate, it just looks like they need to find a new way, bro. I'm just tired of the same shit. I don't know. They need to find a new way to celebrate. All this champagne and lock. It's the same shit. You feel me? It's just like Truman Show. Never mind. But yeah, I would think that they definitely have another chance to go back to back. If no other move was made today, like if no other offseason move was made, like no other big trade and teams were who they are as far as like stars, because stars change the trajectory of like teams. If no other stars really left and they stayed where they was at and they added a couple little pieces from here and there, teams around the league, I think OKC walks into the NBA next year as the favorites. And I think the NBA will be right with that because I think they will be the favorite. They just won a championship. Now they gonna feel like they good as fuck now. Like it ain't no question about if we can do it or not. Like if we can do it or not now. So I want to see how they attack the season. If they're gonna say they had that same hunger, are they gonna be more relaxed? Are they gonna be like, okay, man, we can lose 2 or 3 games at home in a row. You know, we won a championship. We good. It just depends now. So players may stay out later, you know, on road games now. You know, we won a championship, man. We know how to do it. You know, we know how to lock in when we need to. You feel me? So it's just a lot of dynamics that you don't really think about that can come into the picture that has came into the picture for other teams. Previous Boston, we watched them this whole year, kind of just coast through, lose games, not give a fuck. We watched Denver the year after they won. That next year, they ain't look like they was that same hungry as they was when they actually won the championship. So it just hit different. It just depends on how they gonna respond. So I like Thunder as a top 3 team, potentially winning the NBA championship next year though, and shit potentially going back to back. I like it.
Yeah, the team is serious. Sky's the limit for them, man. So we shall see. Next thing you know, we'll be talking about NBA in like 4 months. It'll be here in no time. The season be going so fast. And
Yeah.
see what happens in 2026, 2027. Who's going to be crazy?
Hey, another thing, because we ain't really talk about Tyrese Halliburton a lot, and
Yeah.
I thought in my mind. Obviously, we both are players that tore their Achilles.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of running, jumping, cutting, all that shit in the world. Period. A lot of Achilles play in the world every day, all day. Only a certain amount of motherfuckers have tore their Achilles. So I feel like the Achilles motherfucker is like a family. You feel me? It's just like a small little family of like, damn, that usually be Achilles used to be like a very rare injury, bro. Very rare. Like I never knew nobody that tore their Achilles. I ain't gonna say I'm talking about like growing up, like knowing somebody that tore their Achilles. Like I never knew nobody that tore their Achilles growing up ever until even when I was in college. I don't think nobody tore their Achilles in college. Not that I remember. At State, did anybody ever tear their Achilles? Nigga, we was working fucking hard all the goddamn time. I ain't nobody ever tear their Achilles. Think about that. Pushing sleds, bear crawls, 300s, unlimited gashers. Nobody's never tore their Achilles. 2 games ago, I think it was the last episode. He had got hurt, and they was talking about he was questionable, and it was game 6. It was going into game 6, and I was like, I sit him down. And as the coach, I don't know if I would sit him down. But as if I was Tyrese Halliburton, bro, it would have been super fucking tough for me to sit down. But I would have set my ass down, bro. You know why I would have set my ass down? Because this is my fucking life. You feel me? This is my life. This is my livelihood. This is how I get paid. He may not ever come back the same. It wasn't like the nigga was athletic before. He ain't no superior athlete. Not at all. Achilles changes everything about you. I don't care what nobody say. It changes you, especially in sports. It changes you. It changes, bro. It changes you. You just blew out your motherfucking Achilles. Now you gotta learn how to walk again. Let learn backpedal, run, cut, jump, and the strength. The less strength you have, that whole first couple months of just being in the boot or being in shoes. Now you're in shoe now. Now you get a little layer in your shoes, and every month if a layer come out, your shit is getting weak and weak, weak, and it's making your leg weak. Now it's making your back weak. It's making your hip weak. Pulling from your shoulder, like everything. It creates an imbalance in your body more than like any other injury you can have. And your Achilles is something you use all the fucking time, every time, all the time, every time. I was sick when he went down because those calves be doing, bro. Those calves be doing. And we've seen it. We've seen it just a couple weeks ago with Jason Tatum. We've seen it a couple weeks before that with Damian Lillard. The same little breast, the same move you do all the time. Same little move you do all the time, and then something just happened. And the first thing, before he touched the ground, he looked back. So as he cut and he felt that shit, as he was falling down, he looked back to see if somebody was behind him. Because that's what happens when you fucking blow your Achilles out. It feel like somebody kicked you in the back of your damn leg, and you look like, who the fuck just kicked me? And you look back there and you don't see nobody. You're like, damn. You know it's something. Shout out to Tyrese Halliburton, bro. I'm praying for a speedy recovery, a healthy recovery, a healing recovery, bro. Because that shit is a dark time. You feel me? Going through that shit. And shit, I just hope, he find peace within himself. It don't matter how much money you got. That shit ain't gonna bring you happiness, bro. Like, I just hope he find peace, be able to come back to the player that he was, or even, if not better. Shit, even Kyrie. Didn't Kyrie not his Achilles. He tore his ACL, right?
Tore his ACL.
Yeah, like, shit like that. Like, just crazy shit, bro. I just wanted to bring that up because I was one of the ones that said I would have sat down because this your life. You feel me? Like, this your life. Like, if he would have sat down and they lost the finals, Indiana would have been mad at him. Probably some of his teammates would have been mad. But, bro, this is the opposite of that. All your teammates get to go on and walk into free agency and do good and feel good about themselves. They're able to walk. They're able to go in, off season like that. Like I text you, but that shit just changed this whole off season. He probably had plans like, man, I'm about to go to the Bahamas. I'm about to go to Greece. I'm about to go to all this shit. He ain't going nowhere now. I mean, he can't walk. He can't walk. So it just changes the trajectory of your life, bro. And who knows? Maybe he wouldn't never got a chance to go back to the finals and get that close to get back to the finals. But he would have had his Achilles. He would have had his health. He would have had his been able to take care of his family. All of these things kind of cut into all of that. Like, this Achilles injury cut into all of that. To taking care of his family, doing the thing he loved to do, play basketball. All of this shit cut into that. And I understand, man, it's the finals, man, it's the championship. Man, they wasn't beating Thunder, bro. They wasn't beating the Thunder, so I feel sorry for dog, for real. But hey, man, all that shit happened for a reason. It's a chance to sit down, get right with yourself. Just get right, man. So hopefully he look at it like that. But shout out to Tyrese Halliburton, man. Pops is in the arena. He was the man in the playoffs. Halliburton literally been a man in all this whole playoffs. And for him to go out like that in game 7, that shit hurt. I already know it hurt. But shout out to him, man. He gonna learn from it. He gonna build from it. He gonna heal from it. And hopefully come back better than ever. But yeah, that's all I got with that.
Nah, prayers up to him, but it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to get back to the same person you are because I got knee problems, hamstring, lower back. Hopefully, he's got something I couldn't afford or whatever because that right there, that just completely upside down your whole career. Even if
Yeah.
you do play well, the contracts that you think you're gonna get from these people that you think you're gonna get, absolutely not. Why? Because you tore your Achilles back when. We don't know what it's going to be. Okay, from a player perspective, but from an upper management that they're going to pay you, they're looking at everything that happened to you before they go in and pay you. Doctor, what happened? He tore his Achilles. He did this. He did that. It's just a shitty situation for him. I feel for him because he could have definitely been one of the top tier point guards, true point guards of this league. Not saying he still can be, but it's going to be very tough for him to go ahead and get back to that level. because he's not going to be 100%. Like for people to think that he's going to be able to just get through this and he's going to step on the court and do the same thing, you're totally kidding yourself because this injury is life changing, like you said.
Hey, we won't even see him until 2027 season start, because it is 2020. Well, 2026, 2027 season start. Like you won't see. He's not playing next year. He's not playing his whole next year. Like it's June. He won't be back until next June, and that's the end of the season next year. So he won't be back to that following season. He gonna miss a whole season. Who knows where Indiana gonna be? Indiana, and if he wouldn't have got hurt and Indiana would have just lost, Indiana would have been right back at it next year. Especially with KD just going to the Rockets and not coming to the East. East would have been wide open once again, and they probably would have had a chance to go back to back. But shit happens, man. Shit happens.
No, dude. I'm prayers up to Tyrese out there. This shit is terrible. Big acquisition for the Houston Rockets. Kevin Durant is going there. The Suns have sent him there. They have received Jalen Green, Dallin Brooks, in the 10th round pick in the upcoming NBA draft, and 5 future second round picks. And that is according to ESPN. That was pretty big on Twitter. Houston Rockets, man. You got Shepard at point guard. You got the Thomas at shooting guard. You got Hudson at the 3. You got Kevin Durant at the 4. And you got Sengun at the 5. And then backing that up, you got Aaron Holiday. You got Cam Whitmore. That's pronounced my bad. Jabari Smith Jr. You got guys. And you got guys that are going to be able to put the ball in the basket. Katie going there. The Houston Rockets made a great move. They're winning now. They're trying to go ahead and get into the Western Conference Finals now. And that team is loaded. They're only going to get good talent, I guess, if they draft picks. But their lineup, what they got going on is good right now. Talk to me about this trade. Both ends.
I think I had Houston as the second best place for him to go to. I think we talked about it last week. I think I had the Spurs. I think I had Houston the last best place. Honestly, I think I had the Heat, the Spurs.
And you had Heat, Spurs, and then Houston. So they were the last one, I think.
Yeah, so they because I was always thinking like, damn, him going there, he gonna be the number one player because he the number one player on the team, right?
Yes.
For sure, there's no question. And I didn't know how that was gonna fit with him being the number one player on a team. But if your team is like 9-10 deep, which this team should be about 9-10 guys deep that can play and they're rangy, you have some offense, you have some defense. The best thing that Kevin Durant gained from going to Houston is this might be his best coach he's had in his career. He might be the best coach Kevin Durant has had in his career. And I want to see how he's going to face that because I'm sure it's tough coaching Kevin Durant. Like,
absolutely.
It's tough coaching LeBron James. And I'm not saying it like it's a headache. I'm saying it like, bro, I think it's tough coaching Peyton Manning. Like, nigga, I'm really great. Like, I really be doing this shit. And there's so many things that I see on the field and I do on the field that you didn't tell me to do. You feel me? So there's a greatness that come with me as well that you're going to have to ingratiate yourself in too. Like, nigga, I ain't just going to come over here and I got to stand down to what the fuck going on over here. No. You're going to have to meet me over here. You're going to have to meet me over here too. And he's one of those type of players where the whole organization, when you sign Kevin Durant, everybody's there. Everybody coming. You feel me? People bringing their dogs there. They want their dogs to meet Kevin Durant. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this shit big. This is one of those moves. This is a great position team. They were the number 2 team last year in the Western Conference, in a stacked Western Conference. They have talent. They just needed scoring. And then you add in this guy that can come in and you have to truly respect, that can give you 25, 28 points a night. This is going to be big for them because you didn't have to double team nobody on their team last year. You damn near got to double team Kevin Durant. Another dynamic that I want to see from this addition, Kevin Durant going to the Rockets, I want to see Ime Udoka and his coaching staff challenge Kevin Durant, bro. I want to see somebody challenge Kevin Durant. Like, hey, bro, we know you can score 27 points in your sleep, bro. We know you. We know it. Can you give us 35 a night? Why can't you give us 35 a night? All we ask you to do is fucking score. All we ask you to do is be that force and score. You supposed to be the greatest scorer of all time. When people talk about scoring, they always talk about you. Your name is Easy Money Sniper. I need more than 30 points a game, my dog. I need you to play 60-something games so you can get an All-NBA team. I need you to score 35 points a game. Why can't you do it? I need somebody to challenge him. They have to challenge him to take his game to another level. Because when you truly are a great player, one of the great players, some people won't challenge you to be greater than what you think you are because they don't want to change what you give. They don't want to change your output already. But the other side of that is that it's another level of special within you that maybe you can't pull out yourself. And maybe you are extremely comfortable with where you are as a player and what type of player you are right now, that you don't want to do anything to change that. But maybe you do need to change that. Maybe it is time for you to go from scoring 28 points a game to 33. Push yourself a little bit more. Like KD, bro, you only got a few more years in you for real, bro. We being honest. You got about, I'll say 5. Like, damn, bro, can we see some great shit? Like, can we see, like, I'm tired of the 27 points tonight. Like, all right, bro. All right, bro. God damn. Like, all right, bro. Another 27-point season from Kevin Durant. A whoop-de-fucking do. Like, come on, bro. Like, be special, bro. Be great, bro. Like, and that's what I want to see. I want to see somebody challenge him to see if he can take his game to another level. I believe he can. Shit, remember LeBron? LeBron started shooting threes like motherfucker. LeBron led the league in three-point percentage a couple seasons ago. He shot over 40% from the three-point line. And now he's been a consistent 37, 38 from the field for the last 5-6 years. And that's consistently. He added that to that level of consistency from shooting the three-pointer to his game. Kevin Durant got to add something to his game to take his game to another level. And that's what I'm excited to see. I think they have the pieces. I think they need to add some more wing depth, though. Wing shooting depth, because they're going to need somebody that can shoot on the other side of Kevin Durant. Van Fleet, he can shoot, but they need a spot-up shooter. They need Grayson Allen. They need if they can go and get a Bruce Brown. If they can go and get, they just need a shooter, a guy that can just spread the floor. Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield might be all right for that situation. It just depends on how he ingratiates with the rest of the team. But they need to add a couple shooters around them, and I think they got the culture to figure it out. So I'm excited to see it. I think it was a good move. Obviously, Kevin Durant dictated this move because that's where he wanted to be. Obviously, Drizzy's in Houston now, and you know Drizzy and KD are cool as a motherfucker with each other. So I'm sure they're gonna be kicking. I'm sure that has something to do with why he went to Houston. You feel me? And this may be his last spot. This may be Kevin Durant's last stop. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say that because you know Kevin Durant may wake up and be like, "Nigga, I'm up out of this motherfucker." But I think this might be the last spot he go to. Real talk. I think this the last one, and I think they got a chance. I think they got a chance. It got to play out. We got to see how it play out. But they have the pieces. They have the assets. They got the coach. They got the city. Houston gonna be live. Motherfuckers are going to Houston games now. Oh, you're going to a Houston Rockets game now. You got Kevin Durant there every night. You're going. It's gonna be rocked out every night. You gonna have a little bit of everybody at the motherfucking games in Houston now. That's just how it's gonna be, man. Shout out to Houston. Shout out to KD. Shout out to KD for running his career how he want to run it, man. It's your choice. You can do what you want to do. Maybe they ain't had a choice years and years and years ago, you know, but now we do. Now players can just go with fuck where they want to go. I'm sure Charles Barkley wanted to go other places, and obviously he did. He went to Phoenix. He went to the Sixers. He went to Houston. You know, so they went to their places. It's just happening more often right now, and now players are greater later as well. So they still controlling their own destiny. They ain't getting kicked out of the league. Our greats are able to walk and do what they want to do when they want to do it because they have put in the work. Shout out to Houston. I don't know if that was probably a little long-winded right there, but shout out to Houston. Shout out to them doing what they doing, man. I think they in good hands.
It's going down in Houston, man. You might see Beyonce and Jay-Z up there pulling up game one of a home game. And if you don't think that that's not going to attract players that are good role players that are shooters down their career, go down to Houston, no state income tax, they're getting that right out the pocket. And they're going to go down there for a good little slouch of a deal to go play with KD. So I'm excited to see because that changed up a lot of things. And speaking of that, Giannis went and said, what do you think about that? What do you think now when Giannis seeing that? Granted, he's right now over in Greece with the guys playing basketball. He's got the team flying out there. Got guys hooping in Greece. But him saying, in that situation, what were you thinking at that point in time? Where do you think Giannis is going to go ahead and think his next move is? Maybe not now, but he tweeted literally as soon as that came out, he tweeted out.
I think that's just Giannis trolling. Giannis been on social media for like the last a month and a half, talking shit and popping it with people, whatever. I rock with it, but I see. I mean, he's not 100% sold on Milwaukee, but I think he's 80% sold on Milwaukee. I don't think he wants to leave Milwaukee, but I do think that 20% keep getting a little louder. You feel me? Like, cause he like the East is wide open, especially even Halliburton just going down now. It makes the East extremely wide open. Like if Dame Lillard didn't get hurt, it'd be locked that he wasn't going nowhere in Milwaukee. He was stand like Giannis. If Damian Lillard didn't get hurt, Giannis will be locked in with Milwaukee right now, 100%. But it changes things up because now you want to see if you can get somebody to Milwaukee. I mean, they end up getting somebody to Milwaukee. Dame never really wanted to be in Milwaukee, bro. And then he get there and he tears Achilles. Oh, he fucking sick. He didn't want to be there in the first place. Whole career over here, never had no like crazy injury like that. Get over here and I tear my Achilles. It's like, God damn. I think this move, I mean, KD to Houston, I think this allows Giannis to be okay with staying with Milwaukee more now. I think if he was leaving Milwaukee, he wouldn't be doing all this. So he wouldn't be tweeting. I don't think he'd be doing that because it hurt that he got to leave. I don't think he'd be doing this shit and then leave at the same time. Be like, oh, you cutthroat. You like that? Yeah, I don't think he like that. I don't think he'd do Milwaukee like that. So I think he's gonna stay in Milwaukee. I don't know who they're gonna get. I think they're gonna be heavy. They better be. They better go and do something. They better go and do something. Because like I said, the East is wide open, and you got Giannis. Giannis is the best player in the East, and it's gonna be that way. So fucking people upstairs better go build a team around him so he can compete. Because I don't think he want to leave, and I just think that's what it's gonna be. I don't think he's gonna leave right now. So, do you think he gonna leave? Like, do you think this move, Kevin Durant to Houston, changes anything? Changes his reservations if he was gonna leave or not?
I think it's just I don't even think it's a troll. It's just him maybe just saying whatever to the trade, but it's going to be very dicey when we get to the middle of the season for the Milwaukee Bucks because we either going to be really good and compete at that 4 to first seed, the 4th to first spot, or we are really bad. And I'm talking about like Giannis is doing what he can do, but he can't do anything because the guys around him aren't doing anything, and we don't have. So it's going to be a very, very crazy middle of the season for the Bucks. Because if he's not liking what he's seeing, you see all these big stars making their own decisions. Why would he waste his time if this was going to be? Why would he waste a whole season and then wait for Dame to come back, and then maybe he still doesn't even go ahead and win? So he's playing all of his cards, bro. But like I said, bro, I'm telling you this right now. The Bucks, middle of the season, when that All-Star break hits, if they are flirting, playing, there's gonna be another firework go ahead like it was Luka Doncic when he went to the Lakers. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be like that because we having this conversation right now for him getting traded right now. We wasn't doing that for Luka. Luka shit came literally out of nowhere. We gonna see, man. If I feel like if he commit to the Bucks right now, if he start the season with the Bucks this year, I think he gonna be a Buck for the rest of his life. If he don't, I think he gonna go somewhere else for a few years and he'll finish his career with the Bucks. Like he gonna be that person that come back with the Bucks and finish his career type shit with the Bucks. But if he don't leave this offseason, I don't think he's going nowhere. So I think he's gonna be in Milwaukee, win, lose, or draw. He gonna be with the Bucks. And I think his family probably gonna be okay with that because motherfuckers' families don't be one like they comfortable too. You feel what I'm saying? Like they might be like, hey, this might be home for us when we come back. But if we leave here and you tarnish our name here, they ain't gonna like us here like that. It's gonna be a little patchy if we come back here 15 years from now. Family in town, they might not treat it. It just depends. You never know. So, and I don't think he want that on his conscience. But like I said, I think if Giannis Antetokounmpo is a Milwaukee Buck this year in the preseason, he will be a Milwaukee Buck for the rest of his career. He will not go nowhere else. So this is a big. These next couple weeks is really, really, really big. It's gonna be a lot telling. That's how I feel.
We can only hope and see what goes down because I think it's going to be another big story, especially with I think it's a big story when it comes to just the NBA players, star players. So moving on, man of the game, obviously LeBron James and Steve Nash go ahead and have their talk about the game and just talk about basketball. They were talking about the ring culture, and I guess obviously viral video. James, I don't know if he said this, but I think he did. What I'm seeing here, I don't know why this is discussing so much in our sport and why it's an end all be all for everything. One, what do you feel about that quote, and then also just when you hear ring culture, does that hold weight or does it not hold weight?
I think it holds weight. I don't think it holds the most weight at all. I think ring culture, but people started talking about rings. Like ring culture wasn't a thing up until like I'll probably say when LeBron went to Miami. I don't think before that people was talking about like ring culture. I think when Brian started getting rings, that's when people started talking about ring culture. And I can be wrong, but I know everything kind of revolves around some shit with LeBron James. I mean, they talk about the All-Star. The All-Star game is fucking terrible because LeBron James haven't done a dunk contest. It's like it's everything always get pointed back to LeBron. So I'm sure some way they kind of tie that into each other. I think ring culture was brought up so people can talk about shit that won't change. When people are like, "What you mean?" And people talk about shit that don't change. Like Jordan got 6 rings. Bill Russell got 11 rings. I think Kareem got 5. I think Magic got 5. I think Kobe got 5. Shaq got 4. Wilt got 2. I think. I think rings are very important. I do, but I think rings are a team thing. Like everything has to come together. Health, all that shit. Team. Everything has to come together with rings. And I don't think every ring is the same. I think at a certain point in time, like, bro, Bill Russell won 11 championships. It was fucking 7 NBA. It was 7 teams in the league back then, bro. It was 7 teams, bro. I'm sure they was playing probably like 20-something games. The games wasn't televised. We don't know. We don't know what was happening. We don't know what was happening. I don't believe none of that shit. I don't believe none of that 100-point game. I don't believe that shit. Show me. Show me the game. Y'all got film of everything else. Show me the game where he scored 100 points. They gonna find a way to AI some shit. That's how they do. I just think ring culture is just lazy analysis. It's just lazy. Like it just cancels out so much shit. It's like people that talk about rings, they can't really break down the game. They don't really know the game. They can't really tell you how people get better, what they did from ring to ring to get that ring, the growth that player had from this year to that next year that made them a way better player that helped that team get that ring. Whatever, man. Like I said, ring culture is just it's just a conversation to where everybody can talk about it. Like it's so simple that we can say, hey, this person got 11 rings, this person got 6 rings, this person got 5 rings. They're better than them. They're better than that. And it's just like, bro, no. Nah, bro. Tracy McGrady was better than Kobe Bryant. And Kobe had 3 rings. Tracy McGrady was on TV talking about, oh man, if I was in that position, but Tracy McGrady has some good teams too. I ain't don't T-Mac, don't be on there talking like you ain't play with Yao Ming and Ryan Artest and Katino Mobley and you feel me? You played with some dogs now. Don't be acting like nigga you played with Yao Ming in his prime. That's damn near playing with Shaq, ain't it? That's damn near playing with Shaq. But Tracy McGrady was better than Kobe. I grew up watching that basketball. T-Mac was cold. He just didn't do these things in the playoffs, and he was getting put out early or whatever, and he just never competed for a championship. But skill set, buckets, talent, all of that, he was the best. T-Mac was on the I think T-Mac was on the level of like Kevin Durant. Like just being able to do whatever the fuck he want to do. Scoring wise, mid-range, post, 3-pointers, catch and shoot, dribble, pick and roll, dunking on your ass, dunking over 7-footers, post game, throwing it off the glass. I remember that was he was the first one to like really throwing it off the glass to himself and dunking it. He was the first one really doing that shit. Man, T-Mac was cold. But That's neither here nor there. But when people talk about these rings, they try to make like these just because you got championships that you better than this player. You're not. So ring culture is not everything to me. Your body of work, your impact. How long did you dominate the game? You feel me? Like, how long was your name like relevant in the game? Year to year. How long was you dominant? I believe all that, brings more value than just ring culture. Like I said, I think ring culture is just a lazy topic. You ain't really got to break shit down. You can just say, hey, this person got this more rings than him, and he'd never catch up to him, and it don't even matter. He got more rings. He never lost in the finals, and he never seen a game. So it's like, bro, all right, shut the fuck up, bro. Can we watch the game? Because if I put a big ass TV screen up over here of LeBron James, we can just say highlights, whatever, just LeBron James highlights, and I put one up here of Michael Jordan, and I muted it, and we had a big ass room full of people and they watching this shit. I'm telling you right now, they will be like, hey, he's nice over there, but who the fuck is this alien over here? And LeBron James. Who is he? Yeah, Jordan do a couple things nice. Yeah. But I think LeBron can dunk from the free throw line right now. I think Bron can dunk from the free throw line at 40 years old. In a game, not in the dunk contest, when you got to run all the way back from the other side of the court and get your steps together and then dunk from the free throw line. Oh, LeBron James get a steal in the middle of the game and say, fuck that. I'm taking off from the free throw line. Quick, just like that. Come on, man. Ring culture is lazy talk. Break down the game. Break down the skill set. Break down the ability. Passing, dunking, rebounding, stealing, shooting, mid-range, three-point, pick and roll, catch and shoot, left-hand layup, right-hand layup, clutchness, consistency, accolades, accomplishments, story, pressure. Who walked into the league with with more pressure? LeBron James or Michael Jordan? Or LeBron James or Kobe? Motherfucker. All right, bro. Never mind. Yeah, ring culture is lazy topic. Get to the meat and potatoes of the game. Get to the meat and potatoes of these players' abilities, skill sets, and you'll really be able to say like who was the coldest. So that's how I see that. But it was a great topic to talk about. Obviously, everybody talking. Yeah, that's it.
Just to add on about what you're saying, it just adds a stalemate because then when you go ahead and do break down, you get someone who says, "Oh, well, he only has 4 rings." Oh, I mean, he's not up with Michael Jordan because he doesn't have more rings. It's like, and that's where the ring culture is created for people that don't want to go ahead and really break down a game like you said. So it is what it is. People just making narratives for easy way to make billions and billions of dollars. Let's go ahead and move on over to the NFL. Giannis Alexander is a Baltimore Raven. His contract is worth up to $6 million. Baltimore Ravens got everything they need to win a Super Bowl. Yes, the Ravens have everything they need to win a Super Bowl. Talk to me about this because we know that you are a Baltimore Ravens fan.
Yeah, it's looking good, man. He rocking that 23, man. He gonna be out there swagged out in that all black, the white, that purple, that Raven on the side of him, M&T Bank Stadium or MT Bank, one of them, same thing, all that good shit. Stadium gonna be rocking. Defense gonna be rocking every game. Defense already be rocking, but I'm telling you right now, having a playmaker as a corner on that, adding that to that defense, a game breaker, a game changer. Yeah, he ain't Brock Purdy. He Patrick Mahomes, goddamn it. He making shit happen. Just to add him to that defense, man. Help Zach Orr, to help Hamilton, to help Wiggins, to help Starks, you feel me? All those guys in that secondary to help the defense coordinator, Zachary Orr. I think this is his third year as a defense coordinator to help him, advance this defense even further. I see that last year this defense was a terrible defense all the way to like week 10 or week 11. That will not happen at all this year. They will be a top 5 defense from game 1 all the way to the last game, if not number 1. And I think there's still another piece or two out there that they can get that can, help solidify it even more. But I love Jair to the Ravens. I obviously wanted it to happen last year. I wanted it to happen before that. I wanted Derrick Henry to come to, to the Ravens before he actually came as well. I wanted fucking Hopkins to come to the Ravens before he came as well. So bringing those guys, well, just specifically about Jair, bringing him to that unit, he already respected around the NFL. And he's going to have even more respect because he played with Lamar, and Lamar ran that whole team, locker room organization. And if he vouched for you, then they gonna have your back regardless as well. So him coming to that team, it's like the finishing touches, man. Like this is the piece. I think this piece is equivalent to when the Rams brought in Odell and Von Miller. I think they brought them in there like the middle of that season.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the middle of the season trade. I know Odell signed with them because he had got released from the Browns. He ended up signing with them around like week 12 or something like that. But Von Miller came around the trade deadline. So this just makes this team saucier. You know, it makes this team stronger. It makes this team just more dogs, bro. Like, he's going to have a pick six this year. Jair Alexander is going to have a pick six this year. And that stadium is going to rock. You literally have a corner that, hey, you can say, hey, you got him this game. They didn't have that before. They haven't had that in some years, honestly. I know Humphrey is the guy that you want to say, but Humphrey, he cool, he nice. But for a whole game, I don't want to put Humphrey on no more receiver. For a whole game, I want to put Jair on. I want to put Jair on the receiver for the whole game, the entire game. I just think having that asset, that tool, resource piece to your puzzle, to add to the strength of your team, it's time. Ravens flock, it's time. It is time. I mean, from training camp. If Super Bowl championship, if taking care of the ball, if making big plays, if playing Raven football ain't on your fucking mind from the first day of training camp all the way to the last, y'all doing something wrong. Doing something wrong. Tremendously wrong. Shout out to the Ravens getting that deal done. Hopefully he's able to ball out and they're able to sign him. Shit, right at the end of the season, right before the playoffs start, give him another contract. He only signed a 1-year deal. Hey, we're gonna add 2 years, 3 years to this deal. Give you 60 right there, or give you 50 right there. You feel me? You can make around the $15 to $20 million range, and you can be with the Ravens for the next 3-4. What? Tough, but yeah, man, I love the move. You know, I love the move. So I'm locked in. One of my favorite defensive players to watch just came to one of my fucking favorite teams. I don't even got favorite teams, none of that shit. But the Ravens is a team that I root for. So adding him to that team, I'll put the ring finger on this finger. Get them rings ready. Get my boy Lamar ready, man. Lamar gonna be in jersey number 1. Started 2026, 2027 season. After he get that championship, he switched to number 1. We own that. But that's all I got for that, man. Shout out to them Ravens, man. Ravens flock, man. It's a whole lot of flock going on, man. You feel what I'm saying?
No, I can't wait for that either. And John found him in the best position possible. He's gonna ball. Okay, everyone says, he ain't gonna get injured at all. He's gonna be arguing the top corner going into this season this year.
Question of the day.
Question of the day.
So now we know Jair Alexander is a Baltimore Raven.
Yeah.
As we look at the schedule, if you scroll down or scroll up, depending on whatever you're fucking scrolling, Baltimore Ravens travel to Green Bay week 16. Week 16. So you know both of them teams are going to be down there getting ready for them playoffs. So it's going to be turned. What are the chances Jair Alexander pick off Jordan Love in that game, potentially takes it to the crib as his return to Lambeau Field, and does the Lambeau leap, because you know he leaping. You know he gonna go ahead and leap. I don't know if he ever done it before, but his ass is leaping if he catch a pick. When he catch a pick off Jordan Love in week 16, what are the odds of that happening?
Odds of that,
minus 200. What you got? Minus 1,000 plus 350. Where we going?
plus 50.
Oh,
This is my team, my quarterback. You want him to just go? You want to just he's
you don't want
my
to
dude. I wouldn't be surprised if he does. That game
Yeah.
right there, circle that one, ladies and gentlemen, because that is going to be a real game. That might be one of the best games ever played. Kind of how that what was the Bengals were down against the Chargers and they come back and end up winning that game. And it was like a crazy like back and forth. Like there's gonna be some fireworks that game, but I got plus 50 for it. Yeah, at least I gave you plus 50. At least I can say plus 100. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting my guy the benefit. It's a huge year for Jordan. I was doing stats yesterday. He's doing that now. That's a whole nother topic. My good people, we appreciate you as usual.
Got one more.
Sure.
What was the video I sent you yesterday? This should be, it ain't gotta be super long. It can be 5, 10. The video regarding the NBA playoffs.
Oh, yeah, being a cut the season, playoffs, and all that.
So I sent you the video because obviously there was a bunch of commotion coming out Monday because he tore his Achilles, and a lot of guys are tearing their Achilles. Like I said, Achilles injury is usually like an old motherfucking injury. Like that's usually like a person that's like 60 that get out there and think they still got it and tear their Achilles, stepping on the court. But now you got guys in their prime of their career, supposedly the most healthiest of their career, tearing their Achilles, popping their Achilles. Guys like Tyrese Halliburton, guys like Jason Tatum. These guys are not even 30 years old yet, tearing their Achilles in the prime of their career. There's literally, I think it was 8 guys this year in the NBA season. Eight guys that tore their Achilles this NBA season. That's fucking insane. Especially to motherfuckers that have been playing basketball their whole lives. You know how many jumps, ups and downs you done did on that Achilles? And it's something different. So I seen the Colin Cohart, I seen Austin Rivers make a statement about it. I seen Bomani Jones make a statement about it. And they was basically saying, all of them was saying kind of different stuff, but they were saying the same thing, essentially, that they were saying that the playoff series, preferably the first, second, and third round of the NBA playoffs, should be cut down to 5 games. And preferably the finals should just be 7 games. Or the Western Conference Finals and the Eastern Conference Finals be 7 games. But the first 2 series of the playoffs be 5 games. And I was like, man, I don't mind that. I actually fucking love that. Because, bruh, playing in a playoff game every other day, bro, that is tough. Because playoff games are already tough, period. They're already playing like 2 games in one. So if we got a game every other day, that's going to be tough. That's extra games. Like the first round should be 5 games. Like the first round should only take 5 games. It should not take 7 games. 5. If I can beat you in 5 games, then I can beat you in 7 games. You feel me? If I can beat you in the second round, it should only be 5 games. You know what that'll do? That'll give players that the first off that, like I said, it's usually a day in between playoff games. The first and second round, and usually the third round, there's 1 day in between the playoff games. If the first 2 rounds go to 5 games, now that's taking off what? 4 games? That's taking off potential 2 games. But we're really taking off potential 4 games. Because if you win in 3, you ain't got to play 7. You know what I'm saying? So that's a potential 4 games off. So now you can play every 2 days. Now we're getting the rest, we're getting the recovery, and we're getting some of our, like, the most competitive basketball you can get being played because guys are rested. And guys be traveling. If we playing every other day, we still traveling. You know what I'm saying? Like we still got to travel to go to the other place and then travel back. If you just took 2 games off, I mean, you took the first round 5 games, second round 5 games, and when you get to the Western Conference Finals, Eastern Conference Finals, NBA Finals, those only be the best of 7. I think that'd be great for the stars of the NBA. I think that'd be great for the players in the NBA, and I think that would be great so you don't have to reduce the number of games, reduce it from 82 games to 72 games, nothing like that. I think if you just reduce the playoffs, that'd be cool. Because in the playoffs, you getting high intense basketball. Like it ain't no bullshit. So if you can cut down a 7-game series to a 5-game series, that's gonna be even better basketball. That's gonna be even better basketball. If I can beat you 3 times, bro, I'm good. I don't have to beat you 4 times. You feel what I'm saying? If I can beat you 3 out of 5, bro, you can't fuck with me. Like if we play 10 5-game series in a row and I beat you all 10 times and I won 3 games every time, you can't fuck with me, bro. I don't care if you won 2. You can't mess with me. You can't win 3. Can you win 3? Oh, you can't. Okay, so you can't fuck with me then. Because when it's time for you to win that 3rd game, you don't do it. So you're not the better team. So I don't think you need 7 games. I actually love that adjustment to the NBA playoffs if they could do that. Because they ain't going to lose no money. The NBA going to make his money. TV deals, they going to make their money. They're going to make their G's. One less home and away game in the playoff in the first and second round, you're going to get your money. Nobody's watching the fucking Memphis and OKC in the first round play 7 games. Nobody want to see that shit. Nobody want to see the Chicago Bulls play the fucking Celtics in the first round for 7 games. Nobody want to see the Hawks in the fucking Cleveland play a 7-game series. Get that shit over with in 5. Keep the players healthy. Give them 2 days off in between each game. And now that make the playoffs more smoother to me. I think that is a great move, cutting the playoffs down. Keeping the players healthy, man. We got players out here 25 out here popping Achilles and shit, bro. Something need to change with the game. Just like in NFL, they need to go to grass fields. Go to grass fields, bro. Shit need to change to really protect the players, really help the players. That's just me, bro. So, but I like the idea of that. It'll make the playoffs more competitive. It'll make them boys more healthier. And more people want to watch it. Because we ain't watching a bunch of tired motherfuckers talking about they tired. Like you got Anthony Edwards talking about, I'm tired. Man, I just ran out of gas in the playoffs last year. What? Cut them playoffs down, bro. Cut them down. That's how I see it. Love it.
This is if they do it the smart way. You cut it down. Okay, I've been wanting this to happen for years, especially with everything going into it. 62 games, give them guys a week or 2 weeks, get into the playoffs. There's no excuses in that format. And cut the East and Western Conference, cut that out, and everyone plays each other. They will have a serious drawing of people that will watch and our players are healthy for the playoffs. 62 games, that format that you just said, and week to week and a half break before they get into the playoffs. I'm not a GM, but that sounds pretty good to me to have all of our players and all of our team's best players ready to play at the highest level. That sounds good.
Another change that can happen quickly, because I keep seeing they keep talking about the minutes of the game. I seen LeBron say that they should cut from 48 minutes to 40 minutes, just play 10-minute quarters, or like the overseas play, because overseas play 40 minutes a game, 10 minutes a quarter. Obviously, college basketball I think they just made that adjustment to where they now playing 4 10-minute quarters now, and they ain't playing that 2 20-minute half things no more. I would say this. I think this will be a good tweak as well, because it'll kind of keep it regular, but it'll still keep it old school at the same time. Instead of playing 48 minutes a game, and instead of playing the 40 minutes a game that LeBron, advised, I know that changed the statistics of the game, like the history of the game, and to do all that, but nobody fucking cares no more about that shit. People gonna remain. People gonna continue to think whoever they great. I mean, people are gonna continue to put whoever in front that they want to put in front anyway, no matter statistics, no matter none of that shit anyway. I say the NBA should play 44-minute games, and the first quarter should be 12 minutes. Keep it natural, keep it 12 minutes. The second and the third quarter should be 10-minute quarters, and the fourth quarter be 12 minutes. So the start of the game, it still be a 12-minute quarter, and the second and third quarter just go 10-minute quarters, and then the fourth quarter is a 12-minute game. So just keep it as realistic for the first as you can. In the middle of the game is just 20 minutes, and that can just flow how it flow. You know what I'm saying? I think for a 44-minute game, 12-minute first quarter, 10 minutes second and third quarter, and to finish it off with a 12-minute fourth quarter. I think that is a happy medium for the NBA, for the business, for the players, and for the NBA itself. What you think about that?
I'm with it. Add 62 games, 2 weeks before the playoffs. Get rid of that bullshit World Cup shit. That's stupid. That just puts more wear and tear. I'm with it. I think that would be great. I think that would be the move. And then just go to the playoffs with that format, 62 games. You're already making a lot of money. You're going to triple your money doing that. Because now those games are getting guys like LeBron James, KD, Giannis into your stadium. The ticket prices, you're having the ticket prices every night because it's shorter and like this is the only time you're going to see him.
Yeah.
Long-winded on this beautiful episode. This is what we do on this end. Go back, let's take us out.
Hey, this might be the longest episode we didn't record in a good little while. But no, it's cool, man. Hydrate yourself, man. Take care of yourselves. Basketball season is over. Football season be here in a little bit. This is a nice little dead period. I mean, we still got WNBA. Still got the MLB. I don't watch those that much. I might tune in a little bit. Take care of yourselves, man. Drink y'all water, man. Yeah, man. All that good shit. Off the top, man.
That's what it is. We'll see y'all next week. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah.